snacking on the ketogenic diet. Is it good? Is it bad? What snacks should you have? How long should you go after a meal before you snack? We're gonna unpack all that in this video. I'm Mike Mutzel, this is High Intensity Health. Super excited that you're here. If you like the video at any point, hit that like button. Be sure that you subscribe so you get updated when we launch new videos or interviews with leading experts in the field of nutrition, fitness, and the ketogenic diet. So, snacking on the ketogenic diet. Well, here's what I recommend. Here's the snacks I recommend. No snacks at all. You might be thinking, whoa, hold up, Mike, come on, what about the almonds? What about the olives? What about the avocado? Well, you need to understand some aspects about fat metabolism. And I have another video about the 5 things I learned about the ketogenic diet after 4 years of interviewing experts. We're working on a documentary. I've traveled the world to interview who I feel are some of the leading experts in this space. This is a thing that I've learned is that I'm just going to draw a little gastrointestinal tract, right? So this is, let's just say this is these are cells of your GI tract. You're looking in. Fats take a lot of energy to break down. So these can be like a spherical of fat. So you need bile, you need lipase. Okay, you need a lot of different things to break down fats. It turns out that fats from one meal through radioisotope studies can be found within the intestine. So let's just say this is a carbon-18 labeled fatty acid from palm or something like that. For 16 hours, guys and gals, 16 hours. Think about that. So scientists have figured out, and this is part of this second meal effect, and we've done other videos on the second meal effect, and that's this meal to meal. The body's trying to adapt to the different meals, and it turns out for whatever reason, fatty acids from meal 1 can be found in our small intestine for between up to 16, and I've seen one study show 22 hours, which is crazy, right? So if you're having a major meal and a snack, and a major meal and a snack, even if those snacks and those meals are low carb, high fat, I personally am of the belief, and others agree with this too, it's not just me, that this is going to put a lot of burden on the enzymatic digestive capacity that is required to break down fats. You see, the ketogenic diet, by nature, because it's high fat, is different than the classic bodybuilding style diets that were low carb, high protein, low fat. And so because proteins, most of the protein that you ingest is absorbed. It's broken down by hydrochloric acid and other lipase type and other enzymes. But fat is unique because you need the bile, you need the lipolytic enzyme, pancreatic lipase, like there's a lot going on. And so this is why I don't recommend snacking on a ketogenic diet. Now that being said, if you're new to this, if you're used to snacking every 2 or 3 hours and you just want to have a small ketogenic meal and then a little snack and whatever, that's fine in a transition period. Do what works for you. I'm not telling you never to snack. I'm not going to say if you snack, you're going to be kicked out of ketosis. It's going to make you fat. I'm not saying any of that. But what I'm saying is we need to understand that breaking down fat requires a lot more digestive capacity. And we have studies showing that fats can be found between 16 and 22 hours after a meal within our GI tract. It just goes to illustrate that there's more to the story when it comes to breaking down fat than other macronutrients. So I want you to keep in mind that we want to try to avoid snacking on the ketogenic diet. We want to get to the point where we're having a few major meals and we're fasting for an extended period of time. Because as you know from watching this channel and other videos, part of what happens when we fast is we increase human growth hormone. That helps spare the breakdown of lean body tissue. That helps synthesize ketones, okay? That helps increase, I'm gonna call it fat O for fat oxidation. That helps actually make glucose from fat oxidation because the fatty acid backbone goes to make ketones and then the glycerol backbone goes to make glucose. So when we're snacking, we're not probably getting this increase in human growth hormone. We're not getting the appropriate, creating that hormonal environment that facilitates the proper metabolic switching that needs to occur. So just want to keep that in mind. Again, that doesn't mean that if you have a snack, you're going to wreck your metabolism. It doesn't mean it's awful. It doesn't mean it's forbidden. It just helps you understand that probably you don't need to snack on the ketogenic diet because fats take a lot more investment, a lot more time to break down and absorb. And so this is why we want to just focus on a few major meals and have our body rely upon body fat from fatty acid oxidation to do the rest. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong on this, but again, I've interviewed a lot of people that agree with this. Science goes to support it. And as always, I would love to know your feedback. Do you snack on the ketogenic diet? Are you able to balance your blood sugar and lose body fat, improve cognitive clarity and mental function doing so? If so, type something in the comment bar below, type in your experience. And hopefully you enjoyed this content. If you did, you can hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I'll put links to the other videos where we have on the second meal effect and snacking on keto and the 5 tips that I learned from other experts when it comes to ketosis. So appreciate you all tuning in. Catch you on the next one.